Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to unbox this. Something came from Amazon. This is a bottomless portafilter for my E61 GroupHead, that is 58 mm portafilter. So this is something that I was longing to buy for my E61 GroupHead. Now, why do we buy a bottomless portafilter? We buy bottomless portafilter mainly to see if there is any channeling, and that's when you can analyze the flow of espresso, the color, and if there is any channeling, it will be very obvious when you use the bottomless portafilter. But if you use the ordinary portafilter, you won't be able to see what is happening underneath. So this will clearly show us what is going on when you extract an espresso. So let's unbox this and have a closer look. Now, before I unbox, I'll tell you what product it is. It is HENDR, the same brand that I bought the 2-in-1 Tamper and Distributor in one. So it's the same company, HENDR. I really like this product. I really love the quality of the product which HENDR gives. So that's why I decided to order the HENDR Bottomless Portafilter. So I'm hoping even the portafilter will have a good quality. And most of the sellers that you see in Amazon, they don't describe whether it is fit for E61 GroupHead or not. All they say is it's 58 mm bottomless portafilter. So I had this question whether is it going to fit in my E61 GroupHead. So I contacted the seller. They were helpful. They replied to me immediately and I was able to purchase this. So we are going to unbox and see how it is and whether it will really fit my E61 GroupHead. Now, as you know, E61 GroupHead is very common in a lot of machines that you find, the prosumer machines that you find like Rocket. It's all the same. So if it fits in my machine, it's going to fit Rocket and other expensive machines. So let's unbox this. Now look at that. Okay, it has a nice cover. And that's the brand, as I mentioned, HENDR. And this is exactly the same brand where I got the 2-in-1 Tamper or Distributor in one. So it's exactly the same. Okay, so let's open and see. Look at that. And it comes with a card. This is for the buyers to leave the review, and you may get some free items if you follow what the seller says. And that's all in the box. So let's keep this aside and let's have a closer look at the new bottomless portafilter. Now, as I mentioned, this is 58 mm. Looks great. And it has the wooden finish, and you could remove the handle if you want. If you want to dip it in Kefir solution, or if you want to clean it, you could always remove this if needed. Another advantage of using the bottomless portafilter is you get the height. That means you could put a longer cup, a double cup, in order to make latte. Compared to the other portafilter where you have the spout which takes up a lot of space. Anyway, I'll be showing you in comparison when we are near the machine. Another benefit is this is much lighter than the other portafilter that comes with it. Now this is solid. This came with the machine, Magister Stella. This is super heavy, and I would say this is more than 500 grams. And look at the comparison. And that's the height I was talking about. Because of the long spout, you won't be able to put a bigger cup under the machine. So this will solve that problem. That's the other advantage. And this is how it looks. This cut is exactly the same, which will fit all the E61 GroupHead. This is the other side. Okay, let's quickly weigh and see. Okay, obviously it's going beyond 500 grams. I would say this is close to maybe 700 grams, close to a kilogram. This is super heavy. Now let's measure the new one. Okay, this is 345.79, which is a very lightweight compared to the other portafilter. I would say half of the weight of the original Magister Stella. So this is definitely easy to handle, and there are other benefits to it. One other thing that I notice is if you look at the bottom surface compared to this surface at the bottom, I think this has more diameter than this one, which means this may be able to accommodate more grinds compared to the original Magister Portafilter. Most of the Chinese baskets can hold more than 18 grams. Usually it's 19 to 21 grams. That's something to keep in mind, because even the other 54 mm bottomless portafilter that I bought, it came with a much larger basket, and that can hold 21 grams of beans. That is the standard to be used. Anyway, we'll check it when we make a shot. And here's the comparison. This is 54 mm, which is for BREVILLE, Barista Express or similar machine. The main difference is you'll see 3 leaf, or whatever you call wing or leaf, and the E61 GroupHead will have only 2 wings at the side. Obviously this is smaller in diameter. This is 58, this is 54. This is also a good product. I really enjoy using this to mainly check the channeling, and I'm guessing this will be useful for my 58 mm GroupHead. So let's test this. So here's my E61 GroupHead, and first thing we'll see whether this will fit. That's my main concern. Perfect. I'm so glad. I feel that it's tight enough. That was my main concern. It shouldn't be loose, and it shouldn't block while putting the portafilter in, but it looks very smooth. Now let me show you using the original portafilter, which is this. Same thing, it won't go beyond this. So it's very similar to that. It goes in the same position. Oops. And then tighten it. Cool. So if you have an E61 GroupHead, and if you're wondering whether the HENDR 58 mm would fit or not, the answer is yes, it will fit perfectly. Okay, so without wasting time, we are going to make an extraction out of this, and we'll see whether I'll be able to achieve an extraction without channeling. If you do some channeling, then I'm going to correct it and see whether I'm able to fix it or not. So let's make an extraction using this bottomless portafilter. Now my portafilter is nice and warm. You don't really have to warm up the bottomless portafilter because there is no metal underneath. It's going to pour directly from there. But it's okay to warm the basket. I'm just leveling the grinds here before I use the distributor tool, so this will ensure that we reduce channeling. So here I am using the HENDR distributor tool on the HENDR Portafilter. Now I'm going to use the classic Tamper because I feel the grinds are not enough for the basket. It looks a bit less. So if I use the 2-in-1 Tamper, the Tamper side, it may not reach the grinds properly, so I'm using the hand Tamper or the classic Tamper. So here I'll do a cool flush so that the group head temperature stabilizes and it's ready for brewing. Now this shot started beautifully and then the flow of the espresso was quick. Now I'm going to do two things to fix the issue. First thing is I felt the grinds in the portafilter were less. Now instead of 18 I'm going to increase maybe to 19 and see, and then we'll do another extraction. So here I got another 19 grams of beans. Instead of 18 I'm taking 19 this time, so I'm hoping it will fill. Now I'm not going to change any setting here, the same setting, the grind size as before. So all I'm doing is increasing the quantity, that's it. Now the quantity looks better than the previous and it looks full now. Now I'll just level it gently and then use the distributor tool. Now this flow looked much better than the previous one and it generated a lot of crema, 42.6 grams out from 19 grams in. Very nice thick crema, so and very less channeling. In fact, I am thinking of making a latte. So I took some cold milk and I'm going to froth it. This is for double cup size, so I took more milk than the single cup size. So my espresso has been sitting there for a while and the crema almost died, but we'll make a latte out of it. Let's see.
So that's a short review about the HENDR 58mm portafilter. Now this matches my wooden tamper, which is good, and this is the item. Now this HENDR, I really enjoy both their products so far. The quality seems to be very good, and they haven't compromised on anything to reduce the quality. That's one thing I noticed. This is as good as any other expensive portafilter. Now I'll be posting more videos on this portafilter, and you'll be able to see whether this is performing well or not. Also, I have done a short review on this HENDR coffee distributor and leveler in one. I'll leave the link in the description below so that have a look at the review. Very good product. So I'm glad that this bottomless portafilter came with a basket. Some of them they don't, and this is a double-sized basket, and as we saw, this can hold more than 18 grams. I would say between 19 and 21 grams would be an ideal number, and you will be able to check the channeling. That's the main thing, and enjoy the flow, the honey-like flow of the espresso. So I hope you enjoyed my short review today, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up, because I'll be posting more videos related to coffee and accessories and other products. So stay tuned and see you guys next time. Bye for now.